everyone. So I am back to do our planner project from our subscription box. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the subscription box, you can still follow along, and I will go over some things that you can do in place of items, that you could use if you didn't get the subscription box. So a few things that I want to make sure I go over with all of you is I did do an update to the digital collection, and this is from the Love Blossoms monthly planner collection. I had done a preview in the last video of some of the designs that I did, and then I went and I redid all of these without the year, and I also took out the monthly planner and just put January. And I did this based on a lot of feedback that I received. So for all of you who left comments, thank you so much. I love the interaction. So if you could just take some time, let me know your thoughts. It really helps me, and I do take your feedback and your suggestions, and that's what I did. So I came out with these. Now this is going to be the travel size, and I did two different sizes. So you'll have one that's this size right here, but it will look like this. So there's a folder where you will see this in both sizes. And then what I'm showing here is the travel size. So you can see where I redid the designs. Let me show you here. So you'll see one like this, and then you'll see one like this. And you'll have this in this size and the travel size. And then I also did some extras where I did some dailies and some weeklies. So those will be in the update as well. And then I also did some sentiments and some ephemera. So you'll see those. And then I went ahead and I cut out all of the florals that I have in that add-on as well. So you'll see a sheet of those. There's flowers and butterflies in that, and I'm going to show you how we're going to incorporate those into our project. So I'll just go ahead and go over everything that came in the update. So these are the new designs. And again, thank you to everyone who left a comment. As I said, I do take all of your suggestions to heart, your feedback. I create for you guys, certainly not for myself, and so your input is very important to me. And I do like how these turned out with just the month there, and then I enlarged the days as well. And then I'm going to show you how we're going to incorporate these borders on the travel size. Now, in the subscription box, as I stated in my last video, because there were so many of you who ordered a box, I was not able to get all of the heart-themed binders, so I had to send out substitutes. And some of them are smaller than the other than that heart-themed binder, and that's why I did the travel size. And I'm going to be working with the travel size, and I'm going to show how you can use it for your binder and also for the travel notebook, because you're going to receive either one of those if you didn't get the heart binder. So this is something I would like your feedback on. I've been working on these girls, and I thought I'd do some with coffee and maybe some shopping and just some themes with these girls. And so I'd like to hear if you want me to continue this. If so, I will put them in the add-on. And I'm more than happy to do more. I thought that they would go really neat with the stamps, and that's what I was going to show in this video, is creating our dividers for our planners, and then how I colored some of these and how I was going to incorporate some of the floral pieces that came in that update. These are two that I went ahead and started, and these are the size of what would fit that heart binder. And so these measure 9 inches. I need to go up here. 9 inches by 7.5. So 9 inches in height by 7.5 inches width. And this is the front section for the other tabbed divider that I'm going to do, that I'm going to show you how to do. Now these are really crinkled because I used watercolor markers, and to straighten these out I was going to lay them down on some heavy books to flatten them out, and then I am going to laminate them. But I wanted to show you how they looked after I colored them, and I thought it would be fun just to show you a few of my coloring techniques. I am not any sort of expert colorist when it comes to markers and that sort of thing. I love to just sit, relax, and do some coloring. Alright, so the first thing that we want to do is have our white cardstock and create 4 different dividers, because we have our 4 stamps that came in your subscription box. So you have this one, so you have Rain, Madeline, Grace, and Victoria. So these are the 4 stamps that would have came in your subscription box. So I thought that we would do the 4 dividers. If you did not get a subscription box, you could use whatever stamps you like. I'm going to start off with some heavyweight cardstock, and this is the cardstock that I got from Michaels. I like this. It's a nice heavyweight cardstock. I do believe that Joann's and Hobby Lobby both sell a heavyweight cardstock, but this one is my favorite from Michaels, and I love to get it when it's buy one get one 50% off. So I will go and I will just kind of stash up on my cardstock. They have beautiful colors in pinks and blues, and so I like to get a variety of them, but Michaels is where I like to go to get my cardstock. I'm going to have my 4 pieces that I'm going to start off with. For the travel journal, for example, for those of you who have the travel notebook or this black and white one, which is the same size, it's approximately the same size, and you're going to want to take a ruler and measure, you know, whatever binder you're going to use, you're going to want to take and measure yours. And this is the one that I'm going to be working out of. So this one measures, let's see, it is 8 inches by 5.5 inches. So we're going to want to do, I would say 7 1/4 on this one in height, and then 5 1/4. And then 7 1/2. And we'll be able to get 2 dividers from that. And so I'm going to do that one more time. The width. By 7 1/2. Okay, so I have my 4 pieces. I need to do 2 extras because we're going to stamp on 2 of these twice, because we're going to make pockets. So I have 6 pieces. So I'm going to have 2, and this will be one that will be a divider with a pocket. And then I'm just going to have 2 plain dividers that will not have pockets. The next thing that we want to do is create our punches in 4 pieces. So for mine, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out, but if you don't have this, let's see, and I think this is supposed to come out too. Okay, Okay, if you don't have that insert, you can just take and center your piece in there, and I have it pushed in as far as it will go on that binder there. And then I could just take a pencil and make some marks. So I'm going to want one there. Actually, I probably need to go in a little further. Okay, so we're going to push that in right there. And so I'm going to go in pretty close. Kind of where my shadow line is. But you know, you're going to want to go in about, oh, what, a quarter of an inch, if that, about a quarter of an inch. Let's see how well these matched up here. I'm just going to use a regular hole punch here. Okay, and then I want to do this for my other 4 pieces. And I'm just going to take and trace those circles. And then I'm just going to punch out each one. I could probably even just line them up like this. Just want to make sure that okay, so I have them all punched out. Now I just need to make sure it fits okay. So now they should all fit in there perfectly. So I have my dividers. I'm going to go ahead and cut all of my monthly calendars out, and the weekly and the daily. I just want to get all those cut out, and then I'm going to put them together and do the hole punches on those as well. So when I do this one, now if you're doing the travel journal, so for any of you that received this one, what you're going to want to do, for those of you who received a travel journal or want to make a travel planner, you're going to do something a little different. You're going to cut yours straight across like that. And the top one cut. And then we want to leave this white there because that's where we're going to do our hole punches. But for the travel journal, so you have this fold, you're going to want to score right down the center there. So you're going to take yours and you're going to score it right down at that line. And you'd want to take this white edge off on yours as well if you're doing the travel planner. And then you'd have your fold right here, and you could probably go this way. And then your elastic can go there. And then I will show you some fun stuff that you can do to decorate these white spaces there, or you could even take your weekly or your daily and put those on the back. For mine, I'm doing the binder, so I'm going to cut it. So you're going to want to do this for each one. Oh, I got that top section there. Okay, so what you're going to do is, as soon as you have this cut out, and these will be a little smaller than your divider, which is what you want, you can take and center that right there, and then we'll flip it over and we'll put our pencil marks where we need to punch out our holes. And then I'm going to take and punch those out. And there we have October. So you're going to want to do that for all of your months. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for all of my months here. So again, we're going to, now again, if you're doing the travel planner, travel notebook planner, you want to make sure you do not cut that section off. You're going to score right there so you have your fold. But for those of us who have the 3-ring binder or 6-ring binder, you want to cut that off. Make sure you do not cut off this edge here. That white edge you want to leave because that's where you have to put your holes. So you want to keep those things in mind. Now that I already have one done, I can just match that up there. Why that is different size. Okay. And I'm just going to keep doing this for all of the months. So, and again, I want to make sure that I have everything going the right way. And now I can put everything in order. So I have January, February, so I'll have those, and then I will have my dividers that I will do. So I can go like this, and we could have like monthly, maybe do something kind of fun there. And okay, I think most of you received these princess stamps. Well, all of you got 4, but I didn't have enough of Madeline. So if you didn't get Madeline, you would have gotten Lauren. And again, we will need to do one where we stamp it twice. To do, I think I'll do Madeline twice because I'm going to color her. So I want to see how, let's see how she goes on there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stamp this up. The one thing about these princess stamps that I absolutely love is they are so easy to get a good impression. A good stamp impression. Now, for those of you who received the previous subscription boxes, you should have a little ink cube that came that is a hybrid ink, and it really doesn't matter what color. Maybe some of you have red or teal. As you color it in, you know, it wouldn't matter if you choose to, you know, use that ink that came in your previous subscription boxes. You can use those, or whatever black ink that you have, but you want to make sure that whatever you choose for your ink, it's going to work with whatever medium you're going to color with. I'm just going to lift and make sure it's all good, which it is. And you can see I got some of the ink. Probably I should have wiped that off, but no big deal. I can fix that later. And you can see that one turned out perfectly. So this will be the one that will color, and then we'll cut it out and we'll put it on top of there and create a pocket, is my thinking. And I'm just going to cut, you know, a little white border so it doesn't have to be anything perfect or really difficult to cut out. But I don't know how to do that, and then I'll have to do my hole punches again. Okay, so then she is ready to color. And like I said, you could leave it black and white. You could even just add in the florals like that and not do any coloring, and add in a butterfly, you know, for your color, and then a little sentiment or something there if you wanted to, but I think it would look best colored. Let's see, I think I want to right about there. And it is perfect. So there's that one. And I think she'll look really neat, you know, once we get to where we can add some flowers here and some butterflies. You know, we can have some fun with her. I think she is so pretty. Okay, I think that's how we're going to put that on there. There we go. Another perfect impression. See how easy these are to work with? Oh, I just love them. I love them. I love them. Okay. And so now we need to cut her out. And I forgot to mention that I stamped on Bristol paper because I am going to be using my Tombow markers, which are water soluble. So I like using the Bristol paper for that. And I just purchased a pad of it at Hobby Lobby. When it's on sale, I pick up a few pads of it. It's a nice heavier weight sort of cardstock, and I make sure to get the vellum smooth because there is two types of Bristol, and the vellum smooth is the one that has the smoother texture, so you want to be on the lookout for that if you do end up purchasing some of it. Okay, and so she will go right like so. This is what happens when you make mistakes and you're not sure what to do. I think I will do that, and what we'll do is just kind of create maybe just a kind of belly band with her. So we'll do something a little different with her. We could create a pocket here and just, you know, glue there and have a pocket going like so, which I might, you know, I might do that with this one because I think I actually like that better. Yeah. And you can see where I messed her up totally. going like so. And I have these holes here, so I'm gonna have to totally like cut that off. And you know what, I might just do something like that. So I have that, and then I can create a pocket, and I'll have to fix that is the thing. But I think I can probably put a flower or something there to disguise where, you know, I got that ink splotch. Okay, and there is the last one. So now we have our stamped images. And like I said, I'll have to fix this one up a little bit, but we'll have our two. I'll either do a flap or a pocket with this one. This one I know I'm going to do a pocket, create a little pocket right there. And then we'll have our other two dividers, and we'll probably do some pockets right there on the inside. Okay, so for coloring, I like using Tombow. Now Tombow, you can get at Michael's the watercolor or water-based markers. And then I have my water brush that I'm going to use, and I like to use, these are the backings to my shipping labels. So if you ever have shipping labels that you use, and you can keep the backings for palette paper, works great. Or you could use wax paper or even parchment paper. And so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add some purple tones to her, I think, to start off with, because she is, you know, I want kind of that fantasy, whimsical theme. So I'm just going to lay down some color here, and we're going to start on the edge where it's a little darker, and just kind of, you know, get a little bit of the color onto our brush. I don't want to oversaturate it because I don't want too much wrinkles, you know, crinkles on my paper here, but I'm just going to add in some purple tones here in that shaded area. And any other, you know, maybe along her eye right here, up above where it's a little darker. And then right here you can see it's a little shaded, so we want to add in a little there. These are so easy to use. Definitely want to introduce some of this purple into her wing. And it's going to be the darkest right up at the top there. And I'm going to lighten it down through here. Just check how dark this is here. That'll work. And so we're just going to go up over that purple. Just going to blend that color out. I want to keep that area pretty light through there. And then up again where it's shaded up here. And again, we're going to blend that color down through here. Into her ear area. Where, you know, the brown just kind of mutes everything, and Gives her more of a flesh tone, but I still like that purple undertone that she's got there. Okay, so the next one I have is Grace, and this time I'm going to use this brown color again. This is number 969, and I'm starting with this brown color. And I'm just going to hit some of those areas where it's a little darker. And again, I'm just really doing this pretty quick here. And then we blend that through there. And we're just gonna kind of go right in through here. And then her lips, we can just do the bottom and then the top and leave the middle white. You go really dark through here, top, same thing. Just leave a little hint of white there. Might want to take and just add a little bit of this pink up on her forehead, right through there. And then I think I might use the same pink color 772 into some of these flowers, and I'm just going to hit that intersection there. So I'm just kind of adding a little bit of the color to the top of the leaves and then really going, you know, right where it's shaded, right in there. Right where those lines are, I'm just kind of basically going over where the black stamped lines are. Like her lips, we can go with a darker pink color here. So I have this 743, which I'm just gonna hit right on there, there, and then we can go in the flower that we just colored. It's a little more vibrant. So now I'm just adding a little bit of orange. Just to add in a little. Get that darker gray here. Just to tone, I still want to tone down that pink. That pink is a little bright. Okay, I'm going to let that dry, and then I'll show you what I do to just kind of bring a little more color to those flowers. detail. I might add a little orange in there and some of this pink. Her eye right here. Let's see. I like that color, so I'm going to do this 723. And I'm going to bring some of that pink down in through here into our arms. And right along here. Just leave a little white in the middle there. While those are drying, I thought I would go ahead and we could start on Madeline. And I think for her, I'm just going to start off with a little bit of a gray tone. I'm just showing you different ways, like for undertones that you can do as opposed to just doing a straight blush. Because when you do that, it tends to, I don't know, lose a little depth or something. This is just an easy way to kind of add in some undertones and shaded areas and so forth. So that's all I'm doing. That might be a little too dark. So I'm just going to take and right in some of those darker sections, and I'm using a cooler gray, so it has a little bit of a blue undertone, but I'm just going to hit some of these shaded areas here. And just going kind of quick. I'm going to leave all that fairly light through there to like right where her hand is. And it's kind of a pinker tone. And I'm just going to hit that cheek area right through there. I think it might be a little too pink, so I'm going to bring in some of this 942 and kind of mix it with some of that pink. See if I can get more of a flesh tone here. I'll work it down here maybe. Yeah, that's, I think, a little more of what I'm looking for. So I'm going to take this 942 and some of this 772. And just give her a little bit more of a flesh tone appearance there. And I'm just going to hit those shaded areas again. Oh my god, a little too much pink. Just going to blend. You know, more depth as opposed to just a flat, you know, one color. And we'll just go right underneath here. kind of doing a wash. It's going to be darker through here. Right there at the end. Just add a little through here. Add in some of that. I'm just going to do this kind of a lash line right there. And maybe just dot right there. And I think we'll even go down where her pupil is. And then I can always darken it with some black. And I'm just going to wet just that edge there. So we'll let that dry, but you can see already how her eyes kind of pop. And we might even put in just a dot for color, some of that brown. And then the flowers, because I was thinking of using these ones right there, and then going to stay in this color range. So I'm going to do probably all of the roses that red color, and just for, you know, to do it kind of quick here, I think I'm going to just use some of this red, and I'm just going to go along the lines. A little bit of the blue in there, so I'm just going to add in some of the blue, just kind of dot it, and then we'll take and blend all of that together. Okay, so I have these colored. I could spend a lot more time working on these, but I don't have, I'm out of time, so I just have to call this good. And the thing that I want to show all of you is, even though I don't have these colored to perfection, it's okay, because in the update that I sent all of you, you will find that there is this floral and butterfly ephemera. What we're going to do is we're going to take and add these to our colored stamped images here, and this just kind of gives it an added effect. And so one of the things that I did is, after I cut all of these out, I took my white pen, and this is just a white gel pen. You can get these at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. They are cheaper at Hobby Lobby, and that was with them not even being on sale. And so all I did is, I'm going to zoom in here, I just took my white pen and kind of went along some of these leaves just to kind of bring out, you know, this added highlight. And it just gives it more of a hand-drawn kind of look, to where it ties in with our stamped image that we colored, you know, so it doesn't look like a printout so much, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And as you can see, it just adds a lot. And I'm just kind of going around some of the petals is all that I'm doing here. So I'm not getting, you know, I'm not overthinking it. And then we might come into this flower here and just kind of loosely go around these petals as well. Maybe add in some dots here and there, maybe in here. And that's all I pretty much did. And then I'm going to do that with the butterfly. I already did the blue ones, so I'll do this one here. And I'm just going to, again, go around some of these details in the wing. And I'm just really keeping it pretty loose as far as, you know, what I'm doing here. And again, just going to follow some of these lines. And you don't have to do this. You could just, you know, call it good as it is and just skip this step. But I think it just adds, you know, a lot more and makes it kind of tie in with our stamped image. So that's all I did there. Again, just to go over some of the petals, going really quick. I think keeping it kind of loose with your hand and not trying to be too precise is helpful, and not overthinking it. My hand's pretty shaky because I have had a lot of coffee this morning. So one thing that I have to say, and I'm so bummed, is I will not be able to go much further with this video. I planned on laminating these, and I cannot for the life of me find my lamination sheets, so I had to order some from Amazon, and they're not going to even be here until after the 14th. But one of my ideas here is taking our dividers that we made. So we have this, and then I'm going to attach this, and then I was going to laminate it. And I wanted to create this pocket so that we would be adhering this part down, and then this would be a pocket, and then laminate it, and I'd have to cut around. So that was my idea for that. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and start assembling some of these, and then like I said, I'm going to have to come back in another video to show you the lamination part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue this down to create our pocket. So we're going to take and match this up here, and I'm just going to hold that down. And then the next thing that I want to do is add the flowers. And see, I could have skipped coloring a lot of this. And then this is going to go here. And again, I think I'm just going to have it kind of stick out a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and glue those down. I think I might even add another flower down here, just for the fun of it, and then I can cut that right there. Yeah, I like that. So you can see that that adds a lot. So again, when you're coloring, you don't have to go overboard with your coloring because you're going to be adding these elements, and that just gives it kind of a whole, you know, takes it to a whole nother level as far as adding color to your stamped image. Okay, and then I think the next thing I thought I would do that might be kind of fun is I have some sequins here that I got a long time ago from a retreat, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to just to throw a few of these here and there, maybe in her hair. You know, like so is probably good. Oh, and then I had this Nouveau Glimmer paste. And I thought I would take and add just a little bit of the glimmer to the wing and maybe up in here, maybe on her eye would be kind of neat. But I just want to add a little bit of glitter here and there, some shimmer. You could use a shimmer pen, whatever you might have on hand. And then up in this flower, I'm just going to dot it on. See, and I have to be careful because I don't want it to interact too much with my watercolors. But that just will give it a little added shimmer. We can even put some on our face right through here. A little glimmer and sparkle. But there's that one. Okay, so I have my next one here that I'm going to embellish, and I thought this time I would try this opal glitter medium that I got at Hobby Lobby. I got it when it was on clearance, and then I got this polka dot glitter paint on clearance as well. So I thought I might kind of mess around with some of these and make good use of them. I put some down here, kind of tie it all together. Glimmer paste. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to add a little sparkle. I think I might even add some, let's see, maybe here on the side and up here where eye is, down through there, and then again we'll just give her a little sparkle on her shoulders. Okay, so while that one is drying, I'm going to work on this third one. Now, I did not get this fourth one colored, the one with this one. I mean, there should be 4 dividers that we did, but I'm just going to show you the 3 that I have done. Because I am running short on time, I'm only going to be able to complete the 3 dividers, but you can go ahead and color, and I think from the 3 examples that I gave you, you can just kind of do your own thing on the 4th one and color it up and just have fun with it. Okay, so this is the last one that I have to do here, and on this one I messed it up quite badly. And so what I'm going to do is I want to create my pocket again. I think I might do it, let's see, I actually should have created the pocket so it goes this way and not in towards the binder, so I kind of messed that up on the other one now that I think about it. So when you're doing your pocket, I would go so your pocket goes, you know, so it goes this way to the right side. Okay. All right. And then once I have, now I have my pocket going the right way. And then I think I'm just going to use one of these to cover up my mess down here. I think I'll put this up here, like so maybe. And then I thought this butterfly resting on her shoulder would look kind of cute there. I can turn it that way. And then I'll just cut that off. I think, yeah, that's what I will do. So I'm going to, let's see, Where do I want to put this? I'm going to put some on her skin. Ooh, yeah, that's really nice and glittery. I like it. And put some on the flowers here. And on the butterfly. And again, you know, if you can't find this at Hobby Lobby, I don't know if they still have this and just repackaged it, or, you know, why it was on clearance, I'm not sure. But you can just use glue and glitter or stickles. Any of those would work. And I might just add some onto here. Just kind of dab it on. And she needs a little on her eyes, I think, right through here. On this one. Okay, I think that is good. Okay, and I think the last thing I'm going to do is add in some pink and green turquoise sequin to the background there. Gold. I think it needs some gold. I might just throw in some gold there. I'm not really loving all of this sequin that I put around the border. I don't know. It's not working for me. I don't know why, but I thought I might try some of this shaved ice and see if maybe, you know, like maybe that might. I'm gonna try this first before I glue it down. I don't know. It just is not. I don't know what it is. Maybe that. I think I like that a little better. So I might go ahead and do that and just kind of soften that a little bit. I think I like that a lot better. I'm just going to finish her up and put these few little embellishments on her. I think what I might do, just to kind of make this tie in more with those, is take my Tombow and I'm going to just go in here around this edge, kind of like so, just to kind of make it match a little better. With the other flowers. And then just take a little water. And now it just kind of matches better with those other flowers. And then this, and then I'll cut off that extra part there. Oops. So there are our three, and I need to trim these off as well. I need another butterfly up here or something, because it, you know, it just isn't busy enough. I don't know. To kind of make that tie in. Might just do one gold one there, color good. All right. Okay, so let's work on the back sides of our dividers here. Now, in your subscription box, you received a Love Story A4 paper pad, and I thought that we could use this for the back. So like this one would be really pretty maybe on the back of the, well, actually I kind of like it on the back for this one. And I think that one would look pretty on the back of that one. And let's see, I need one more. I think I'll just use this for the back of this one. Okay, so I have what I'm going to use for my backs. Now I just need to cut everything to size 4 3/4. Okay, so that will be for the back of that one. And I'm just going to use my tape gun to adhere those. And I'll have to redo my holes again. Alright. So there's that. Okay, so there we have the backs. Now I just have to redo the holes. After I cut these out, I had scraps left over from my digital printouts when I cut out the monthly section, and so that's what I'm going to use for my pockets. And I picked out these 3 scrap pieces that I had left over. This one seemed to go really good for this one as far as the colors, and then I have this going with this one, and then I have this one going with this one. But you could use whichever you like. Now I do need to cut off the white borders, and I need to cut them to size. So it was at 4 3/4. That was the size that I needed to do. I don't know, you want to go according to how big your planner is. And then this will be our pocket for there. So again, the planner that I have looks like this one. So it's a little different than the heart-themed one, which is sized differently than this one. Okay, so I cut some lace that you have in your subscription box. You got a little lace pack, and I just cut the lace pieces to size. So I think I might do that first, and then we can glue down our pocket. But I think before I do that, I'm going to take some of my decorative scissors and just do kind of this fun edge, just to kind of give it more of a finished look there. So I'm going to use these ones, kind of look like that. I just got a whole tub of these a long time ago. I think I got them at the thrift store, so I don't know what brand they are, but I think Fiskars has a similar one that's got the same pattern. Okay, and now I can just glue everything down. So I'm going to start with my lace, and I want to make sure I just do the sides because, again, we are doing a pocket, so don't glue down your entire piece of lace unless you want whatever you're sliding to go over the lace. You could do that, but I think it would just kind of get stuck. So I'm just going to do the sides here is all, and then I will have to hole punch through that one side of my lace. And then I'm going to do this, and again we're going to do sides and bottom. I might bring that down just a little bit more, I think. So here I'm going to do the sides bottom. And I'll just continue this for the other two. And there we have our pocket. So I'm just going to put on these topper things and call it good. So I want to make sure I only glue up to there. Again, you don't want to close your pocket off. It's right like so. Okay, so I glued on all of those ephemera pieces, and now our pockets are done. So all I have left to do is the lamination part of it, and again I'll do that as soon as those sheets arrive. And just to give you all kind of a little preview here, so you will have a little planner. And just to kind of show you how these will look, can't wait to get the lamination sheets. Oh, I have to poke holes again here through the lace. Okay, so I have the holes punched now, and then this will go through like so. And then I will have my pages. And I plan on doing some things to insert, you know, between each thing. And then I'll do this other divider here. And that will go in like so. And then, you know, I can do like maybe halfway between. So July, put another one here. And then I could print out the weeklies, and then I did do a daily. I just need to send another update for that because I did do more for the planner collection. And I hope to do some like stickers, things like that. But anyway, you can see here, why is this not going? You can see here how this is starting to look. And then like I said, we could do some really cute things where we add in some inserts and some flaps and some sentiments, and you know, I plan on doing some really neat, fun things, creating some pockets. So there will be more that we will be working on, but that's at least a start. So there's the weekly planners, or weekly plans, and you can cut these out and put them behind each month, you know, for like 4 of them. And that's what I plan on doing, so I will be printing more of these and then cutting them out and doing the hole punches and putting 4 of these in between each one. So, you know, you can do that. And I tried to do it so you wouldn't use up a lot of ink because I know you'd be printing a lot of these. So I did keep that in mind when I created these. And that's really going to add a lot to, you know, your planner here. But anyways, this is a start, and I thought it would also be fun to take some of the extras that came in your junk pack and just create fun little, you know, flaps here and there just to add even more. And then I did want to hear, please let me know if you want me to finish illustrating these girls and sending those as part of this kit. I think they would look really cute, you know, with the princess stamps that we did. But I want to make sure, you know, to hear from all of you if you want me to do a set of these. I thought I would do a set of 5 and then include those in the monthly planner as an update to that. And I just need to hear feedback from all of you and have you leave a comment and let me know. I know some of you have reached out to me and let me know that you're really enjoying the subscription boxes. I've had many people ask me how you sign up. I have the February box that will be launching on my site here, hopefully either tonight or tomorrow. And then you can sign up that way. I did sell out of December and January boxes. So there is no more of those, you know, what I'm showing here. But the February box is going to be a fun one. I'll let it be a surprise. You can check it out when I launch it. If you haven't gotten my newsletter, you might want to sign up for the newsletter, especially if you have gotten the subscription box. Main reason is because I put the coupon codes for the digitals that come with the subscription in that newsletter. I hope you enjoyed this project. I was hoping to get a little further. Again, I'm waiting for my lamination sheets to come, so I will be laminating these dividers, and I'll show you how I do that. But what I think I might do is just kind of continue in the next video by adding in some inserts. I will have my weekly planner sheets all printed out and punched and put inside of here, and then we can just start adding in some fun flaps and ways to layer things and just really dress up our planner. I need to hear some feedback, comments if you want me to do a set of these, and if you do, you know, we could do them for our planner. I'll size them so they will fit inside of our planner, and leave a comment. Be sure to hit the like button if you liked this video, if you liked the project. That is our project for now. I hope to be back very soon to continue working on the inside of our planner and just kind of doing some more fun things with it. Thank you so much for watching.